The courtroom doors slammed open so hard that the sound echoed through the hallway like something had gone wrong, and every head turned at the same time as Marcus stepped in wearing handcuffs. To officers holding his arms like he was already guilty before anyone had heard a word. They said he tried to steal the car. Someone whispered from the benches, just loud enough to spread. Marcus didn't react. His face stayed calm, controlled, almost too calm for someone being walked into a courtroom like that. The chains around his wrists made a quiet metal sound with every step, but his posture didn't break. He walked straight, eyes forward, like he already understood something no one else in that room did. "Sit him down," one officer said. They pushed him into the chair at the defense table, not violently, but not gently either. The room filled slowly, people taking their seats, quiet conversations building around assumptions that had already been made. A young white man sat on the other side of the room, dressed, clean, expensive suit, perfect posture, surrounded by two lawyers who spoke to him calmly, confidently, like the outcome was already leaning in his favor. That was the man who owned the car. That was the man who called the police. And according to his statement, Marcus was the one who tried to take it. The judge entered, everyone stood, and the case began. "State your name," the judge said. "Marcus Reed," he replied. His voice was steady, no fear, no hesitation. "Charges have been filed for attempted vehicle theft and resisting detainment," the prosecutor said, already standing, already prepared. The victim clearly identified the defendant at the scene. Marcus looked straight ahead, didn't interrupt, didn't argue, because timing mattered. The prosecutor continued, painting a clean story, simple, easy to believe. A man sees someone near his car late at night, assumes intent, calls the police, and officers arrive to find Marcus near the vehicle. Simple, clean, wrong. Marcus's lawyer leaned slightly toward him. "We'll respond," he whispered. Marcus nodded once. When it was their turn, the defense stood. "My client did not attempt to steal anything," he said. "In fact, he was the one who was called to that location." A slight shift moved through the room. "Who caught?" The prosecutor frowned. "Caught by who?" Marcus finally spoke. "By him," he said calmly, nodding toward the car owner. The room reacted. Small murmurs spreading quickly. The judge raised a hand, explained. Marcus leaned forward slightly, still calm, still controlled. "I work private security," he said, "high-level vehicle monitoring. That car was flagged earlier that night." The car owner's face changed for a split second. Small, but noticeable. The prosecutor stepped in quickly. "There's no record of that." Marcus looked at him. "There will be," he said. Silence. Because that line didn't sound like a guess. It sounded like certainty. The defense lawyer stood straighter now. "Your Honor, we request permission to present evidence." "Proceed," the judge said. A tablet was placed on the screen. Video loaded. Time stamped clear. Camera angle fixed. It showed the same car, parked, doors slightly open. Then the same white man approached it, looking around, checking something, not alarmed, not surprised, then making a call. The courtroom went quiet. No whispers now, just attention. The video continued. Marcus appeared next, walking toward the car calmly, checking it, doing exactly what his job required. Then sirens, then police, then everything changed. The video paused. The defense looked at the prosecutor. "Would you like to explain why the victim appears comfortable with the situation before making that call?" The prosecutor didn't answer immediately, because there wasn't a clean answer. Marcus finally turned his head slightly and looked directly at the car owner for the first time. "You forgot about the cameras?" Marcus said quietly. The man swallowed. The judge leaned forward. "Is this footage verified?" he asked. "Yes, Your Honor," the defense replied. "Pulled from a private surveillance system tied to my client's work." Everything started shifting. Not slowly, immediately. Because now the story wasn't simple anymore. Now it had layers. The prosecutor tried to recover. "Even if that is the case," the officers unseen. Marcus spoke again. "They didn't ask," he said. The room froze for a second. "They didn't verify anything," he continued. "They saw me and decided." That line landed harder than the evidence, because it explained everything. The judge looked toward the officers present in the room, where identification and verification procedures followed. He asked. Silence. One officer shifted slightly. "Not fully, Your Honor." That was enough. The judge leaned back. "This case is dismissed," he said firmly, "and I suggest further review into how this situation was handled." The gavel hit, loud, final. Marcus sat still for a moment, then slowly stood up as the cuffs were removed. The same room, same people, but everything had flipped. The man who was accused was now the one who exposed the truth. Marcus picked up his jacket, adjusted it calmly, and walked toward the exit. No celebration, no reaction, just control. Because for him, this wasn't surprising. Outside the courtroom, reporters had already started gathering, questions ready, cameras up. "Marcus, do you feel this was racially motivated?" one of them asked. Marcus paused, looked at them, then said something simple. "I think assumptions were made before facts," he replied. He didn't say more, because he didn't need to. The answer was already clear. He walked down the steps, sunlight hitting his face, the noise behind him fading slightly with every step forward, because in the end, it wasn't about proving he was innocent. It was about exposing how quickly people decide before they even look. Marcus ni courtroom ki bahar ka dumraka tuhawa, thori halki sila grahithi, likanander jowethawo abibiask sata. Reporters kesawol abb pichse aa rahithi, cameras flash ho rahithi, likan wo rukanahi, usned das, sedas sedion, senich utarna, continuaraha, hais wo, already next step, ke barimiso, parking lot, tak, pahanchtayuska lawyerusik amal. That went better than expected. Usan kaha. Marcus Nioski, Taraftika, Firhaki si, Sansli. It went the way it should have from the start. Uzne calmly jawabdia, Loya kuchekans kilachu pehogaya kuki the bot simple thilikin, uncomfortable b. Are you planning to take this further? Sum ucha, makosni, kakador kola, Fieruch ka eski taraftika. It's already further. Usun kaha. They just don't realize it yet. Usan kastarki o wahanse nikolgaya. Likan story yahan katamnahi hoti. Agla din news, mikes shall rahata. Wrongful accusation, surveillance twist, police procedural failure, hard channel apna, angle bana rahata, social media, par clips circulate, ho rahithai, log debate ka rahithai, kuch support me, kuch against likanek, chis kamanthai, sabdek rahithai. Marcus apni office mi batha tajabuse ek kolai. Internal Review Board, line kaduzri side, say awa aza. We'd like you to come in. Marcus ni simply kaha, I'll be there. Meeting roomy atmosphere heavy ta, senior officials, legal advisors, orkochlog jean, clearly pressure feel ho rahata. Mr. Reed ek official ni start kia. We want to understand what exactly happened. Marcus adela wunki, taraf sadadeha. You already saw what happened us soon. Calmly kaha. Rumi ek awkward silence. Gaya. Still dusra official bola, from your perspective. Marcus niapna tabla table paraka. Perspective simple hyasin kaha. Akolai main respond kia. Situation secure ki. Fear much high suspect banadia gaya. Hisini interrupt nahi. Kuki the strike tha clear tha. Why do you think that happened? Ekor sawalaya. Marcus ni thoda sapaz lia. Because I fit. An assumption. USC in kaha rumi. Kuch logni. Nazri and Jukali. Not a description. Marcus ni, continukia, an assumption, blind sida, hikarti hai, kuki the deny, karno mushkil hota, hai meeting ki bat ek formal investigation announce hui. Offices involved ko temporarily remove kia gaya field say. Or sabs important. Policy reviews start hua Marcus building se bahar nikla tusham, how chuki thi, city kie noise wapas nomata, cars, log, lights, sab usually can ask and direct difference tha. Wo surf ek, incident survak ark nahi niklatha, wo ek system ka, challenge kark niklatha, US rot wo wapas drop car raha tha job usin ek, familia scene deka, side road par police stop, ek, black, teenager karka bahar hada, hands, visible, nervous, same patam, Marcus ni break lagai, car side mi parki, observe kia, officer loud tone mi bat ka rahatha, teenager clearly confused tha, Marcus ni door kola or bahar nikla, officer ni turant, react kia sir, step back, Marcus ni calmly baj nikala, flip kia, moment change, instant, reason for stop. Marcus ni pucha, officer hesitahua, routine chats, Marcus ni sidadi ka define routine, usan kaha, officer ch, teenage ni Marcus kitarov dika unkan, me, hope, JC cheese, Marcus ni use calmly kaha stay calm, you're good, fear officer kitarov mudkar bola, wrap it up, koi argument nahi. Koi drama nahi, surf authority, officer ni documentos wapas die, teenager karmi betha or nikogaya, Marcus wahan kuts seconds hada raha, fear officer ki taraftika, every stop matters, US sendir se kaha, officer ni kuch nahi bola, kyuki wo samaja, gaya ta, Marcus wapas karmi baita, or drive car gaya, abus ki lie the surf, ek job, nahiti, bk responsibility ti, har, jaga jahan, assumptive exe, Pehel atahai, wahan problem hoti hai, or japtak koyuse, challenge nahi. O continue karta hai. Marco City Lights ka beach drive. Karta raha. Kalam. Focused. Kyuki abu say patatha. Change loud nahi hota. Wo quietly start hota hai. Ek moment say. Fear dusre say. Fear dear wo system ban jata hai. Or job system change hota hai. To uska impact hard jaga hota hai. Marcus ni, road par, nazar raki. Ara drive, karta rah. Steady, kyuki ab wo surf react nahi karahata. Wo direction change karahata. Marcus pressed the accelerator slightly and the car moved forward smoothly, but his focus wasn't just on the road anymore. His mind kept replaying every moment where a simple decision could completely change someone's reality. He understood now that what happened wasn't just about one case. It was a signal, a warning, and the beginning of something bigger. A few weeks later, the official results came in. The investigation was complete, and the findings were clear. Procedures had been violated, actions were taken based on assumptions, and proper verification had been ignored. The department had no choice but to release a public statement. Accountability followed. For some, it meant disciplinary action. For the system, it meant a shift. New policies were put into place. Every stop had to be documented, every action justified, and every complaint automatically flagged for review. It didn't happen overnight, but the direction had changed. One afternoon, Marcus stood outside the same courthouse where everything had turned. This time his hands were free, his postures the same, but the atmosphere felt different. People recognized him now, but he didn't react to it. That was never the point. As he walked down the steps, he paused for a moment and looked back. Same building, same system, but not the same reality. Because now, the truth had been recorded, and once the truth is recorded, it can't be ignored. Marcus turned forward again and kept walking, his steps steady, his mind clear, because in the end, this wasn't a victory built on one moment. It was built on consistency. And the most powerful part was this. He didn't break the system. He changed it.